Hi everyone, welcome back to Pure Lottie. So today is day 5 of my 7-day endo series. So today's look is like this. Make sure you keep watching to see how I do this look. It is further on in the video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below and don't forget to subscribe and change the notifications to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. So today I just want to touch on my story and my personal experience with endometriosis. So it is going to be a condensed version of my story. If you want to read my story in full, make sure you head to my channel and I have the links there of where my story is published publicly. So my very first symptoms with endometriosis was when I was 15. I experienced agonizing pain and I couldn't stop vomiting. I thought it was a stomach bug to start off with. Turns out it was my very first period. That period lasted for 12 long days. It was extremely heavy. I couldn't keep anything down over that time and I was in and out of the GP and the ER. So over the next 2 years, I missed a lot of school. I went to dozens of doctors. The only thing they could tell me was either I was exaggerating or I would grow out of this. Unfortunately, at the age of 17, I lost my mum to cancer. The following years, following that, I fell into a deep, dark depression and I let endometriosis win. I also let the doctors and the ER nurses convince me that this was all in my head, that I was crazy. There was no way I could be experiencing this amount of pain. So one day, a family member experienced firsthand. She saw me sitting on the toilet, vomiting, clutching a bucket, screaming in agonizing pain. She turned to me and she said, "This isn't normal. This looks like as though you're in labor." She had 3 kids, so if she didn't know what labor looked like, then nobody would. So this gave me a small boost to go back to the doctors and start trying to find out what was wrong with me again. After hundreds of doctors, I finally found one that let me go on the waiting list for keyhole surgery to find out what was wrong. So in April 2012, I had my first surgery and unfortunately, I didn't get any relief from it. July 2015, I then had my second surgery. Again, I didn't have any relief, but these surgeries proved this wasn't in my head. This is a real disease. And I really was experiencing that pain, and I still am today. 3 months after my second surgery, I had an MRI and they picked up massive abnormalities. My endo had already grown back and it was growing rapidly. This absolutely shattered me. But instead of letting it get me down, I decided this is when I needed to advocate for myself. I spent days, weeks, months in and out of the hospital. And every moment that I could, I researched endometriosis. I found the support groups and I found out a lot about endometriosis. This is what I needed to help me decide that I was not going to have any more surgeries unless it was by a worldwide recognized endometriosis specialist. Since then, I have learned to be my own advocate. Anyway, I think that's enough on my story for today. Tomorrow I am going to touch on how I am managing my endometriosis and what I have found that is working for me. So make sure you tune in to tomorrow's video. Thanks guys. Let's jump into the look now. Okay, so I'm just starting off with my eye primer. So I'm just using my MAC paint pot in Painterly. This is the closest colour to my natural lid colour. I'm just bringing that up to my eyebrows and I will blend that in with my foundation and concealer later so it doesn't leave a line at the top that looks funny. So then I'm jumping into my Milani palette. This palette is 02 Bare Necessities. It's the Everyday Eyes eyeshadow collection. And this palette doesn't actually have names for the eyeshadows. It's where you should be putting the eyeshadow if you're doing one look out of this palette. So that first shade that I went into was actually the contour shade, and I just placed that on my crease and outer edges. And then I jumped into the crease colour and just focused that on my crease and outer edges again, getting a little bit on my lids as well. And I'm just blending it in, just making sure no harsh lines. I do want the look to be natural, but I do want a little bit of smokiness as well, just so it doesn't look like as though I have nothing on my eyes. So here I'm jumping into the liner colour, and I'm just going to deepen and darken the outer edges and a little bit into the crease as well. I try not to do too much because I don't want it too smoky and too out there. I do just want to stick with like a natural smokiness look. So now I'm just jumping into the lid shade, which is a beautiful glitter gold or a shimmer gold. So I'm just placing that all over my lid, and I'm just doing that dry because I don't want it over the top popping, just want it natural. Same thing on the other eye, and I'm just blending it all in. And then I do have quite a bit of fallout as well, so I just grab a clean brush and just wipe that away. Okay, so that's my natural lids done for the moment. I'm just going to jump off camera and do my face makeup, and then I will be back to add in the yellow. Okay, so I've done my face makeup, and I'm just going to jump in and finish my eyes now. Okay, so I've just got my Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I'm just jumping into the colour Wow to do this. And what I've done is I've just grabbed a eyeliner brush, and I have placed some of my MAC Prep and Prime Fix It setting spray on my hand. I'm just grabbing some of the Wow colour, mixing it in to make it sort of like a paste, just so then it's an eyeliner yellow rather than a bit of eyeshadow that I'm blending under there, just so I can have a little bit more control of where it goes, and so it's nice and deep and very pigmented. So I'm just blending it all in, making sure it's nice and bright, making sure you can see it nicely. So next I do jump back into the same palette again by Jeffree Star Jawbreaker. I'm just grabbing the colour Lemon Drop, the sparkly yellow colour, and I'm just placing that on my inner corners just to give me a little bit more of a pop and that nice bright yellow colour. Now I'm just grabbing a clean spoolie, and I'm just brushing out my eyelashes just to make sure that I don't have any tangled eyelashes, so that my mascara goes on nicely. Here I'm actually grabbing my favourite primer and mascara. So this is L'Oreal Paris Paradise Primer Ecstatic. So just popping that on my lashes, and then the L'Oreal Paris Paradise Ecstatic Mascara. It just makes you look like as though you're wearing falsies when you're not. It's a stunning mascara and goes nicely with the primer. I can definitely notice my lashes get quite long when I use these two together. Okay, and this is today's finished look. As always, thanks for watching guys, and if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe and change the notifications to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks guys, bye!